Okay, another quick session of HoPE. I just want to show you one of my favorite tools, online tools. It's called Symbaloo. So if you go to Google anywhere and just type Symbaloo, it's a bookmarking site, and it looks like this. And we'll get into what all this stuff means. But you can go up here and you would create your free account, and all you would need is your information. I've already got one, so I'm going to log in. Got me saved, and here you can say I want to set Symbaloo as my home page. Mine is set that way, so I don't need to do that, but you can set it so that the first thing that comes up when you do this is the Symbaloo page. So this is what my Symbaloo looks like. So what this is just a bunch of tiles that are my links to the things I go to often. So again, you can put a whole bunch of stuff in here. So here's WordPress. This is what I use for my blogging. So I can click there, and it brings me automatically to all my to my blog, and there I can do my reader and see all this sort of stuff. So the great thing about it is I don't have to remember URLs, website addresses, anything like that. I can keep everything that I need in here. The perfect thing about this is online. This is so all I need to do is I can put this on every single device I have and every single browser that I have. So there is an Apple, an iPad, and an iPhone. There's an iPhone app for that, so you can get the Symbaloo app that will come up. You can set this on Safari. You can set this on any of them, any of the browsers. And if you go to a public computer, all you have to do is go to Symbaloo.com, sign into your account, and then it's up here. And then you have access to all the things that you often use. But there's a lot more to it than just that. I can show you how to add something. So it comes with all these tiles. I'm going to create a new one, and I'm just going to call it demo. And so this is all these blank tiles here, and you can just click on it to add a tile. So you can create a tile. Well, or let's try it. You can search a tile. So if you're going to use something like YouTube, for instance, it's already there. So if you were just to click that, there, it's done. So now if you click on YouTube, it'll bring you right to YouTube for you. And you're laughing. So you can search it that way. Or if you had something that you were very specific about, so if you had a site that you liked, so let's just, of course, we would all have that. So again, this is the website for the board. You can just copy that, go here, throw it right in here, and now it's going to create a tile for you. You could use that image, or you could just, use nothing. And you can keep the title on it so you can know what it is. And then all you have to do is hit save. And then it's there as your tile. So you can just keep doing this and add as many that you want. You can even do something like you can add an image for yourself. I'll show you a little bit later how I did that. You can do this in many different ways. So this is my home web mix. This I have access to everywhere. I have all the things that I regularly go to. There's Evernote that I use for notes, my iCloud for my Apple stuff, my email things. I've organized them a little bit. This is stuff that I use that's kind of an online stuff from my old job, actually, a lot of that stuff. And then here's my emails things, and here's some presentation tools across the top. Here's the things I use for my kids, Pickering baseball, Pickering soccer, Pickering hockey. That's where all my money goes, and all that stuff. So I can have all those things here. Now here's some interesting ways that you might want to use. Now what else could you do with it? So for instance, I could take this and I could share this. So if I click up on share, so webmix details. So I'm sharing right now. I have it set to share with friends. So all I would have to do, I've called it Wetzel's Webmix. All I would have to do, if I could copy this and send it to everybody, and then they would have the link, and all they would have to do is click on that link, and then they would see my webmix, and they could go to all the sites that I have. Or I could get an embed code. How fantastic is this? And then copy that, and then I could place it right into my blog or a web page. I can share it with Twitter or Facebook, and it's fantastic. So I can just do that, share it out with everybody. I'm going to stop sharing just for now, and it's there. I could. This is my web mix. That's just everything set up for what I want to do. What else can you do with it? Now here's something to do. For instance, here's blogs to follow. So I just started doing this one. And so here's some blogs that I follow. So you can just put all the blogs that you follow along the way. And then even some of them even come, I was able to find the pictures of the people who do the blogs and throw them in there as the title. So there's one from Stepan Prishnicki, who's an amazing teacher on our board. Anthony Karabash, Mario Odessa, Rory Fernandez. There's Miss Peace. There's Miss Thomas's blog. All those. So I'll be populating those with blogs that I like. For instance, if you had students, you could set this up as a class. You could just create your own. So let's just get rid of demo. And if we were created one else, you could put, let's just say I was back in my teaching days and I was doing section 1 of ENG 1D1, and I had all my kids doing blogs of their own. I could put all the class stuff here. And so I could have my class list right here. You could set it up, heck, you could even set it up as the way they're seated in class. You could have them in groups and set it up so that you could always be accessing it and always be able to see it. So you can create as many as you want across the top here. You can even do news. So if you click on news, it's got Canadian different news in it. It's got pictures. So you can, this is how you can watch the news if you want. You click over, you hover over it, and it talks about, it gives you a little bit of an intro into the story, and it follows news from all over. This is from Canada.com, and it follows those along the way. You can also get feeds. So there's different feeds here. Stuff like TechCrunch, ESPN. I'm into the sports, so there's sports RSS feeds. An RSS feed is just a really simple syndication. So this is just follows these links that come up, and any of those, if you were to click on any of those, up would come that story, and then you could follow the story along. So that's all in there as well. And you could have a bunch of different things with it. Amazing stuff, really, and so incredibly simple. So again, you can share it. You can even search out other ones. So for instance, if you're really looking for resources, you can go down here to the gallery. Look how amazing this is. EDU tools. So this web mix contains the links to 24 of the best EDU tools on the internet. So if you click on that, here's your web mix. There it is. So it's got some links to some sites for teachers. So there's some good stuff here. So it's Flickr, Animoto, TeacherTube, some really good ones. Even I haven't heard of some of these ones. But then all you'd have to do is, if you clicked on that, you could add this web mix. I'd already added it. So now, when I go to my home one, oh, sorry, there's my phone. But when I go to my Symbaloo, all I have to do is go here, and now it's got all these. Now, here's the beautiful part about this. Whoever has created this web mix, as soon as they update it, you'll see the changes. So you could create a web mix for your class for all the different tools and stuff that you want them to be using for your class, and then you could just share that out, put it up in the gallery, have them find it, and then they could add it to their Symbaloo so that it's constantly being used. This could be an amazingly wickedly simple, but also incredibly effective tool. So lots of different things that you can do with it. It's Symbaloo again, and you can customize everything you want. You know, you can do a whole bunch of things with it. You can update it. You can change it. You can get your options, and you can change the wallpaper from behind it, from wood panel to whatever that is. It's like a stone, I suppose. Maybe that's nice. There you go. And then you've got that. So you can customize it. You can do a whole bunch of different things with it. And again, it's Symbaloo. Pretty simple, but pretty powerful.